Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is good.
Shut up.
I am a business secret. If you don't know what that means, I'm sorry, but I'm here to take over the podcast.
No.
Yep.
All right. If you're here to take over the podcast, then do the intro, huh? Do the intro.
Welcome to episode 47.
You're fired. You're fired. Get out. Get out.
You aren't listening. I am taking over the podcast. You are fired.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right. First order of business. Super Star Wars on the Nintendo Super is a pretty fun game. I just played it. Let me give it a review.
What the fuck is this guy talking about? Get him out. Come here. Come here. All right, we beat the shit out of him. He's gone.
I thought that was two guys who were carrying away. Like, what the fuck?
No, he's dead. It's episode 27.
47.
Not 47. No. Of the Generally Speaking podcast. What's up? I'm your host, GeneralArse, and I'm joined by co-host Wallseeker. What's up? What's going on, man?
Hello there.
He's drunk. Okay, guys, ignore him. He's a little drunk. Yeah. Excuse you. Stop.
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to change that.
I'm cutting it out of the episode.
Okay. Are you going to cut this out too?
Whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing? My house is lifting up. I'm flying away.
Sweet. I'm controlling the crane.
What happens if you plug a USB like controller into a USB fucking like plug into your wall like outlet?
You control the house.
Like, you turn off all the lights and shit.
You can.
Saw a video the other day. I think Too Mad made it, where like he plugged his microphone into the house and he went like, "I can't pay the electric bill," and then like a fucking lightning struck his house or something. Like it's just shit exploded.
You know, prayer
it's pretty good.
Has been answered. That's my thing.
Can't pay the electric bill, you get fucking shocked.
I just wanted to say thanks to Craig for being with us here today.
Oh yeah, we found some cool little Discord
homeless guy named Craig.
Discord bot thing, homeless guy, that you can like make join your call and Discord, and then he will record your Discord like call separately, like of separate audio tracks. So he's recording me and Wallseeker. And that way we don't have to record our own separate tracks. We're still doing it just in case it messes up, because I don't wanna record for an hour or 40 minutes or whatever and then nothing happened, you know. So we're just gonna make sure that doesn't happen for the first couple of times, and then we might just like, you know, solely rely on Craig if it.
Yeah, Craig here. We feed him $5 and
Craigie boy
every day.
You feed him $5. He eats that?
Yeah,
he eats paper?
He's that hungry. Craig is that hungry. He'll do anything.
Isn't that right, Craig? All the time. What I don't like making a habit of doing is eating mud pies. I think you should leave, General. I think you should leave.
I
think that's my favorite bit from the I Think You Should Leave first season. It's so ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah.
And I haven't started watching the second season yet.
Same.
Gonna watch it together, man.
Huh?
We'll sit down.
Forever.
Watch it. But we always, Wallseeker and I, we always go, oh, we gotta watch this show together, and then we never do.
Trust me, one day, worlds will collide. 2 red stars will clash, creating a large explosion. And killing the Earth.
Yeah.
The shockwave will kill the Earth.
And like we will know a month like ahead before it hits us.
Yeah.
So like the news will be like,
yeah, but the other guys won't. Nobody else.
We're about to get hit by a Earth destroying shockwave. This will be the last month of Earth, and we'll just go, all right, Wallseeker, let's sit down and just binge watch some TV shows.
Yeah, let's watch
So, like,
all of the stuff that we said we were going to say.
Yeah, our final month, we're going to watch the entirety of King of the Hill. You're going to watch the first, what was it, 6 seasons of The Simpsons? What was the first, like, or 8? Was that the golden age?
I think it was 8 or 9.
Yeah, something like that. We gotta watch Better Call Saul together. And then rewatch Breaking Bad, of course.
Breaking Bad.
Talking about Better Call Saul, here's something that happened recently in the news. Bob Odenkirk had a heart attack on the set of Better Call Saul, like the new season that they're making, which is really scary. Like, I was like, oh no, wait, Bob, you're young, he's like 58, but like still.
Yeah,
Come on, Bob. Don't do this to us. Don't do this to us, man. Do you know how much we sacrificed?
Yeah.
No, but do you imagine how awful is that to be like a showrunner, like a producer, writer, and all that, and you've already gone like a couple of seasons with this actor as the main character, only for the main character to just like die in the middle of like making the show. And I think they're also like wrapping up Better Call Saul. There's not much left of the show, and so like if Bob Odenkirk were to just die before they finish making it, holy shit, that'd not be good. But like honestly, I think if that were to happen, I think it would be best if they just like stop making it rather than just like try and like write around it, because that would be that's weird. I've seen that happen in The Sopranos. There was a character that died, and they just like CG'd them in, which looked awful, and then they just like killed them off or some shit. And it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, shit like that can happen.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's scary to think about.
Yeah, dying. Sucks. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Man, you only die once, you know. You don't try that again.
Yeah. Like, come on.
You gotta save that for the perfect opportunity. Why did I say perfect like that? God damn it. Everybody's gonna laugh at me.
Because you're a furry. That's right. I'm outing you now.
No.
After all these episodes, you've been outed.
I watched Fear Street on Netflix. There's like this trilogy slasher movie thing that was recently released. It's like it was made for Netflix, and it's so good. It was like perfectly written, and like actually like the writing is so fucking good, and I love how everything connects together. And it's based on the books called Fear Street by R.L. Stine, which I did not know he made that. Like when I was watching, when we were watching the movie, it said like based on the books by R.L. Stine, and I actually was like, wait, what, really? And I started googling it all over, and it was so good, because like it really feels like those old timey like slasher films that
back in the olden days,
you know, back in
the 1918s.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, Halloween,
Friday the 12th.
Yeah, like the Friday 1 to 13th, like all of those, like it reminded me of
to the 28th.
Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. Like it really reminded me of those old like horror slasher films, and it was so good. The acting was great, the jokes were funny, and I just loved how they used color in the movie, and
browns,
just like
reds.
I feel like
light
Netflix,
greens.
yeah, like Netflix of all of the like streaming services is doing the best sort of things. Like Amazon Prime has got some good shows, but mostly, you know, if I were to count them, I can only count really The Boys and Invincible. That's like the only two that I'm like, oh, those are really good. And then Disney Plus is just like ass, get out of here. And I don't really have
like Disney. Wow.
HBO had Game of Thrones. I don't really watch any of the other stuff on there. Chernobyl is really good though. Chernobyl is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to throw hands at Netflix and be like, "Oh, Netflix sucks. Netflix is the worst." But I disagree. I think Netflix is the best one out there. Sure, it has a lot of shitty movies, but who doesn't? Like,
yeah, even I have 3 shitty movies under my streaming service.
under my belt.
Wallflix.
Wall of Wall Street.
Yeah, the Wall of Wall Street. Hey, it was a passion project.
I'm sorry.
That's all I can say.
I won't make fun of you ever again.
But the Wallfather, yeah, I'm sorry about that one. That one sucked.
The Wallfather, yeah. Yeah, of like all of the streaming services, I really like Netflix the most. It has the most variety of stuff to watch as well, like a lot of movies and shows and stuff like that. So yeah, and Better Call Saul is on there. Just gotta watch it. That's where I watched Breaking Bad for the first time.
Netflix, King of the Hill. That's right. I said it.
You're right.
That's right. I got you there. But you know where it is?
Where?
I think it's on Disney Plus.
What?
The Simpsons are on Disney Plus.
Yeah, The Simpsons are there, but I haven't seen King of the Hills there.
I feel like I've seen it there before.
I really wanted to watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and when I finally got Netflix, they took it off. So I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Too slow.
But I've been watching Community, which is great. Britta, the character who plays Britta Perry, or like the actress, she's also in the Fear Street movie, so that's pretty cool. That's on Netflix.
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. We're not sponsored at all, but
not
go get
sponsored.
Netflix.
Anyways, get Netflix.
Hey, what did you do this week or last week, technically?
What the fuck? This is confusing me.
Yeah, because a whole week has passed since we recorded the last episode. So, like, what did you do in the week? That we just passed. Nothing.
Fuck you. No. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm
holding on right now. I'm putting my seatbelts on. I'm putting my my slacks on, my pants. Putting my buckle. I'm buckling my pants. I'm putting my lip gloss on.
I think I just played mostly games, I think.
Damn. We've both been playing GTA 4 again.
What do you mean again?
Or, sorry, you haven't played it. I've been playing it again.
Yeah.
It's a great game. I don't remember if we mentioned it in the last podcast, if we were talking about it. But it is the first game that I ever finished. And I really like it. I never played the DLC, though. I forgot that there was the Ballad of Gay Tony and... what was it? The Lost and Damned? What is it called again?
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah. So I've never played those because I bought the physical copy when I was a kid on my PlayStation 3, and I've played through that, but I didn't have the DLC, and I never really, as a kid, I never really had a credit card or the money to buy DLC and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't have that. So now I have the complete edition on Steam, which has the DLC, and I will be playing those for the first time on stream. I'm streaming the game at twitch.tv/GeneralArse.
Yeah.
With my brand new webcam.
Yeah, wink, wink, honk, honk, beep, beep.
There's a new clips video coming out this Friday where you'll see it, which is tomorrow.
Everything.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. From the release of this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm also working on a Fallout video, which has nothing to do with my streams. I've just been playing Fallout. And I kind of want to make another YouTube poop soon. Maybe with Super Mega again. Who knows? Because it's so funny to just like fucking take those boys out of context. Haha.
Yeah, really just make it seem like they're taking all their clothes off and they're doing something. there's something weird or something, you know. I ain't saying anything. Okay?
I ain't saying. But yeah, this week was a whole fucking mess for me. Or last week, I went to a baptism. I think we talked about it in the last episode. Guess what?
Yeah.
On Wednesday, a whole day after recorded, or like, was it 2 days after we recorded the podcast? I don't remember. But on Wednesday, I got to know, I got the cool news that somebody at the baptism I went to had COVID. And so everyone at the baptism, like there were 80 people there, had to go into quarantine. Like we were not allowed to leave our house or be around people, basically. Mm-hmm. I was at work, by the way, for like the Monday and Tuesday and the first half of the Wednesday. You know, I had gone to work, and so that was really awful, like, timing that we got to know it on a Wednesday because the guy had COVID on Saturday. Why didn't we get to know that earlier? But whatever. So I had to go home. But I didn't because I had planned on the Wednesday to go with my brother and 2 workers that we had at our home to go to Gullfoss and Geysir here in Iceland, which is this waterfall and geyser, really famous location to go, like around the Golden Circle, I guess it's called here in Iceland. Yeah. And then we also went to check out the volcano. So I was supposed to be in quarantine, but my brother was like, you don't have COVID. You're fine. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I just
meanwhile, you were crop dusting everywhere.
Yeah, so I went everywhere with my brother, and I was like around people, you know, and I was just like, you know, I really shouldn't be out here because if I have COVID, which it could have been because I'm vaccinated. I couldn't really feel anything. Maybe I have COVID. And so I was like everywhere with my brother and with my workers, and we saw the volcano here in Iceland in Fagradalsfjall, and it was really cool, a cool experience. I thought I was gonna die climbing up the mountain though. My lungs are not that good. I'm
was
a
it
fat
the
ass.
Night Stalkers?
Yeah,
I was like walking and super mutants.
Yeah, man, they were beating the shit out of me. I was walking up there, and like it started off pretty good, but then it got really steep, and my like chest was killing me. I thought my lungs were going to give out. I thought my heart was going to explode. It was not fun, but I made it up there. It was only like an hour walk, and it was really steep, like up there. But I think it was worth it because we got to see this one of a kind experience of just like watching a volcano. I wish I had gone in March, when it was like first starting, because you could go closer, but this time we couldn't really go that close.
Wow.
So, but it was still really cool.
Yeah.
There was some guy there who was like looking at a camera because there was a camera up at that final peak of the mountain where we went, and he was like waving his hat in the camera, and we asked him like, "Hey, is that camera, like, do you know where that camera is recording?" And he was like, "Oh, go to visiticeland.com or something like that." And I was like, okay. And so we looked it up, and we could see the guy like waving his hat. It was like 20-second delay or something, and then we started like waving at the camera and jumping around, and we could see ourselves. We were on the camera. It was it was really cool. We were like in the way of the volcano, like, hello.
Hey fuckers, you can't see it anymore.
And then we also asked that guy to take a picture of all 4 of us, and he like sarcastically said like, "Oh, and would you guys like the volcano in the background?" And me and I didn't pick up on it. I was like, "Yeah, preferably." And he was like, "That was a joke." And I was like, "I knew that." Yeah. It was so embarrassing, but yeah. And then I basically just had like a longer weekend because on Saturday I went and got my COVID test and got the results like 4 hours later. I do not have COVID, and neither do my parents. And my sister came with us and also got tested, even though she wasn't at the baptism, and she doesn't have COVID either. So we're all good.
But even though the test for you was negative, the other test, the retard test, came out positive.
No. No.
You're not gonna skip out on that. You're gonna mention that. Thank you very much.
Can't work anymore. But I'm going back to work on Tuesday because today we're recording this on a Monday, and today is like
National Masturbation Day.
Yeah. Is this Vestlunamannahelgi? Is this an international day or is it just Iceland that does this? We have like this.
This is Iceland.
Yeah, we have this weekend, and then that's like dedicated to Þjóðhátíð, which is this biggest festival in Iceland where like everyone goes to Vestmannaeyjar and just like, you know, drinks a lot, sits on like a big grass like hill and watches like people sing on a stage
and dance
and
pull out their eyeballs.
Yeah, and it's the one.
They pull out their teeth.
No.
And then finally they rip out their lungs and hearts.
Þjóðhátíð is the one event in Iceland where like most rape cases come up as well, and it's just like, okay, why? Yeah, maybe
it's almost like there's a rape cult happening over there.
No,
this is their one day.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I'm putting on my tinfoil hat right now.
Yeah, but this is usually this Þjóðhátíð is always on like the first weekend of August, and the Monday after this is called Verslunarmannadagur, or like something like that, which is like a day off for everyone who's working in like shops and stuff. Like they just close every shop. So it's my day off today. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And they also delayed Þjóðhátíð because of COVID, and they might have it at the last weekend if COVID goes down. But you know, we've been breaking record numbers. The previous record for like the most amount of people getting sick in a day was like 92, and now I think it's 142. So that's yikes.
Yeah.
And it's probably just going up. I don't know.
Yikes.
Because everyone in Iceland is just traveling now. Everyone is just going everywhere. Like I'm seeing so much traffic going through our small town now, and I'm like, what the fuck are you people doing? It's COVID. Go home.
Yeah.
Just me, who literally went on like a journey with my brother and the workers we had, and I could have had COVID.
Fucking hypocritical motherfucker.
Yeah. Hypocrite, get this guy out of here. Cancel him.
Craig, come on in. You're the new host.
Really?
Hey guys, it's me, Craig.
But here's a fun little story from when we got our COVID tests. We went there, and there was a big, there was a big line outside. Have you gotten a COVID test, by the way?
No.
Okay. I hadn't either. I just heard how they have to stick some pin up your nose, and I was not very excited about that, but I was like, okay, well, I have to get this test, so let's go. And we stood in line, and it was a pretty long line outside, and like everyone was wearing their masks. We were laughing at some one guy who was wearing like a pink hat and a yellow hoodie who didn't have a mask. We were like laughing at him like, he doesn't have his mask. What an idiot.
What a chump.
I was pushing my mom in a wheelchair because she can't really, her leg's broken, or her hip, more like it, because she fell downstairs when she fell down a staircase that we used to have here at my farm, and broke her hip when I was only like 8 years old, and so she can't really walk regularly anymore. And like walking tires her out, and standing still especially tires her out. So while we were waiting in line, while we were getting the COVID test, we had a wheelchair with us, and I was pushing her around. And I kept getting like, because it was like a sidewalk with like these slabs, and I kept getting like stuck on the slabs. I was like going forwards, and I was just like, ah, shit, mom, hold on. I was like trying to go around the cracks and stuff.
Mind those slabs.
Mind the slabs away.
Yeah, how do you know? How did you know?
And then finally, when we were about to make it in, you know, we were walking there. We saw some people in line that we recognized from the Baptist, and we were like, "Oh, this guy."
Oh wow! Look who came crawling.
Yeah, look who's here. And while we were almost there, inside, there was a guy protesting at the door and making an ass of himself with his girlfriend there, who wasn't saying anything. She was just like, "Oh no." I think she probably was really embarrassed. There was a guy with like a mask, this guy that was working there, trying to like get him out, telling him to leave, and the guy was like, "Why? I can be here. It's my right. This is why I live in Iceland. It's my right to do whatever I want." And I was like, "Oh my god, no, not this America like fucking mentality. Jesus Christ."
It's no good.
And then the police came up, and some police officer walked up to him and was like, "Hey, come with me." And the guy like, "Oh no, you come to me. Let's have a chat. And he was like already standing right next to him, and I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? He's already what the fuck?" And then he went with the police, and me and my dad were like laughing at the guy. We were like, why are you making an ass of yourself? Like, imagine being that guy's girlfriend. Like, what the fuck? And she's probably like, "Oh no, why are you like this? Why are you doing this to me?"
Okay, so yeah, you were taking a COVID test.
Yeah, we were like laughing at this guy, you know, for making an ass of himself, and then we go inside. I had to like turn around and reverse up the. There was this sort of thick floor mat on the floor that I had to like reverse on top of because I couldn't have driven up like straight. And this guy was like helping me and my mom like get inside basically, and there was this ramp that had those traffic cones like in the way because nobody was supposed to go up there, but we got special privileges to go up. So my mom and my sister, we went up the ramp, and then like the guy just said, "No, you're going up there," and my dad like didn't get to go with us, so we just like left our dad and went like by ourselves inside. We get this vial that we're supposed to take with us inside, and then me and my mom and my sister, we go inside and we get tested. Like I go up to this guy who takes a good look at me and goes, by any chance, are you in this school? And I'm like wearing my school's outfit, but he's like, he names a different school, and I go like, no, and he goes, yeah, no shit, you're in this school. And it's like, it's pretty obvious, and I was like, oh goddamn, I got sarcastic again, like somebody got me with sarcasm twice in 1 week.
Are you part of this school? No.
Are you in this school?
No fucking shit. Of course, you're wearing the logo and on the hat and the hoodie.
You silly. Yeah, I was basically advertising the school, and then he took my mouth sample, and then also he stuck like this pin in my nose, which was not very comfortable. I wouldn't recommend it. But he, it also felt like I was gonna get a nosebleed. By the way, I was like, "Oh shit!" But nothing happened, and I was like, "Oh, thank God." Okay, but the feeling of like the pin in my nose lingered for like an hour afterwards. It was not nice. And then we just got to go. Me, my mom, and my sister. We had to go out the same way because there was no ramp out the like back door that we were supposed to use. And then my dad was coming with us, and the guy like, "Not you. You go out there." So like twice, my dad didn't get to go with us. Me and my sister and my mom, we were okay, but my dad, no. He had to go somewhere else. Not you.
You.
And then I was like making fun of my mom because she was in a wheelchair, like on her way out because the cops were still there, and I was like, "Mom, can I ask the cops if we can have their speedometer, and then I drop you down a hill and see, or like I let you like go out down a hill in the wheelchair and see how fast you can go on the speedometer?" And my mom was like, "You fucking asshole, no."
You fucking asshole, yes! Let's do it!
And I dropped her down a hill and she went, and the speedometer said 666, and we're going hell.
Whoa! And everybody clapped, right?
Reddit moment.
And a wholesome 100.
And then we went and got dirty burger and ribs, and then we went home.
Dirty burger and ribs. We drop them on the floor.
Dirty burger and ribs. We drop them on the floor. I spat on him. Dirty burger and ribs.
Dirty burger and ribs.
I was shaving.
Question the ribs.
I was cooking and also shaving myself, so some of my hair is in there. Dirty burger and ribs.
Dirty burger and ribs.
We ran out of
hamburger. I lost my finger in the burger. Dirty burger and ribs.
We ran out of hamburger buns, so we had to take some out of the trash can. Dirty burger and ribs.
Dirty burger and
ribs. I went to the sperm bank and I dropped my sperm all over the fucking burger. Dirty burger and ribs.
Dirty burger and ribs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, advertising dirty burger and ribs right here.
Use code please don't shit on my burger for 10% off.
Yeah.
Dirty burger and ribs.
Dirty burger and ribs. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't have COVID, and so I'm going back to work tomorrow as of recording this podcast, and I only have 4 days left of work. Or, sorry, 5, because there's this week, and then on Saturday I'm working, and then hopefully on Saturday I'm going to go see the Suicide Squad movie. We'll talk about that in the next podcast, if I see it, that is. And then I'm also going to be going to... I'm going to be going to Denmark next week, so there might actually not be a podcast next week. We'll see how
that's where I take over.
Yeah, you and Craig will just record the podcast by yourselves. Oh, is that the Roblox horror theme, dude? Is that the Roblox horror song?
You know it.
Oh my god, I'm so spooked. Last time I played Roblox, it was just racist. It was like everyone was just racist in the chat. So I was like, okay, this is awful. What has come of that game? I didn't really like Roblox, but I used to play it as a kid. Mostly just like those disaster maps where like you have to survive like hurricanes and earthquakes and shit, volcanoes. I did also play some horror maps because I started loving horror at a very young age. We can start talking about that. Do you watch horror movies at all? I mean, you've seen some with me. Yeah.
But I don't wanna.
You don't wanna?
I don't wanna.
Every time I'm like, you wanna go see a horror movie? You're like, no.
I don't wanna. It's not gonna happen.
We've seen some horror movies together. I think they're great. The first horror movie I ever saw, I think, was Aliens vs. Predator 2, the second one, and I was terrified of it.
That sounds like an action movie, not a horror movie. Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, exactly. They're having like fun. They're fighting.
They're gonna be fun fighting, playful pillow fights.
They're like it's a terrifying movie, and as a kid, it was like the first. I think I was maybe 9 or 10 years old when I first saw it, and I was scared. Shitless.
Yeah.
And then the first horror movie I think I ever actually finished watching, because I never finished Aliens vs. Predator 2. I just saw a lot of it, but I don't think I watched it to the end because I was too scared. And most horror movies I saw at that time were just like clips. You know, I saw like the Ghost Ship movie. I saw like up the beginning of it. And then at an old friend's house, I saw the entirety of Dead Silence, which is this puppet like horror movie. And I watched the whole thing through with him until like 1:30 a.m. And I could barely sleep. It was terrifying. It was so fucking scary. That was the first horror movie I ever saw, and I like couldn't sleep after it. Yeah, I've always like loved horror, and like now when I see horror movies, it's like jump scares don't get me that often because like I know all the like cliches, like oh she's looking in the mirror and then she's gonna like close the door and it's like oh there's gonna be a face in the mirror, so
looking in the mirror.
Jump scares only get me now if they're new, if they're not like cliche. If like somebody does something different, I'm like okay that actually scared me. But
guy opens up his wallet, checks his credit card picture. It's a jump scare. Oh, that's not my face.
That's not my Visa. That's not my Visa passport.
Yeah. Wait, I mixed up my credit card with another monster.
That sounds like a different movie. This is like, oh, I lost my credit card at the Monster Airport, and somebody else took it.
Oh, how about like a movie, where there's like a bunch of monsters, they've got their like own like world.
Yeah, it's called Hotel Transylvania, idiot. Fucking god.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Not this cartoon-ass bullshit. I'm talking dark comedy. Okay? Ooh. I want Ricky Gervais as a supporting actor. You want to know who I want in the main role?
Adam Sandler as Dracula.
Adam Sandler as the Boogeyman.
Boogie. But yeah, horror movies and horror games. I love them. I can't get enough of them.
I'm at the airport and I lost my passport. Adam Sandler is
the Boogeyman. Fucking whatchamacallit, Amnesia: The Dark Descent and Alien Isolation are two like horror games. I mean, that scare the shit out of me like to this day. I played Amnesia like recently, like last year during Halloween. I played it on stream, and it still scares me. It's still a scary game. The atmosphere. Ooh. It's all about the atmosphere. Jump scares aren't scary. Here's the thing. For everyone watching that goes like, oh, dude, I'm so scared of horror movies. Jump scares aren't scary. They're startling. There's a difference. Yeah. There's nothing scary about a jump scare. What's scary is the build-up and the atmosphere. The scary part is like, is there gonna be a jump scare? That's what's scary. Because the jump scare is just startling. It's not the same thing. Scary, startling doesn't mean the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like when somebody walks up to you and goes boo and shakes you around. That you didn't scare me, Jim. You fucking shook me around and it hurt. It fucking startled me. I didn't expect you to do that. Yeah. It's not scary when somebody grabs your shoulders and goes boo. It's startling. You didn't expect someone to suddenly grab your like fucking arms like that. Get out of here, Jim.
You know what is scary? Them grabbing your shoulders and screaming, "I'm gonna kill you!"
Yeah, that would be pretty scary.
Because then, the setup is like, he's a serial killer. And
yeah. Well, one of my favorite horror movies is It Follows. That movie doesn't use jump scares at all. What's scary in that is the build-up and, like, the monster can be anywhere. And, like, I think chase scenes are like scarier than jump scares. Like if a monster like slowly chasing after you or walking after you, that's like a terrifying, like, oh my god, like what if? And in It Follows, it's especially scary because the monster can look like anyone, people you know and people you don't know, and it's just like always it follows, as the movie title says. It's like always after you. There's nothing you can do.
Always on the way.
And there's like a guy, I watched like a video where someone was like, here's how you can beat the monster from It Follows. Put it in a hole and then like fucking like run away. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. I'm pretty sure a monster from It Follows can like just teleport. That's how it works. It doesn't just walk slowly after you and transform. I think it just teleports around. Yeah, it's God.
Here's how to beat the monster from It Follows. Step 1. Get on an airplane.
Get on an airplane and fly away. But like, wouldn't that be terrifying? Because you don't know if it can teleport. What if there's like you're flying away and it's just on the airplane with you? Then what are you gonna do? Yeah, hey man, I need to get off this.
If I'm going down, you're coming with me.
Another one of my favorite horror movies, which does use the jump scares, is Grave Encounters. It's a horror movie that was never in theaters. I think it just like came straight to VOD, but it's fantastic. It's so good. It has jump scares, but also has a great atmosphere, and it's dark. So like, and darkness can be also scary because the unknown is scary. Like not knowing what the fuck is happening and what's out there, that's terrifying.
Not knowing when the economy will collapse. That's
Yeah,
pretty
exactly. When is
scary.
when is the housing market going to crash? Like, that's
Not
terrifying,
knowing,
guys.
not knowing when the Bitcoin will crash. That's scary. Make that into a horror movie. Then I'll watch it and then
my
I'll
favorite
cry.
horror movie is Scary Movie. Wallseeker, you haven't seen Scary Movie. You told me that the other day, and you were like, "Oh, I don't like those types of movies." But I think you would like Scary Movie. We gotta watch that at some point.
I don't think I will, but you know,
Fuck,
if you really want
we're
to
gonna
try,
watch it. We're gonna watch it. You're gonna like it. It's fucking hilarious. It's so funny. The first one, at least. The rest of them are they're okay. They're all right. The first one is a classic.
According to you.
According to me, yeah. I saw somebody on Twitter talk about something that I agree with. Everyone's always like jumping on, like, you know, when a movie is coming out, everyone always checks like Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb and goes like, "Oh, dude, this movie has bad reviews." Like, everyone's saying like this movie sucks, but like, form your own fucking opinion. Watch the movie and see if you like it or not. Sure, you can use the reviews. You can use the reviews to see, like, you know, if it's worth your money or not, and then you can judge like, "Oh, if this has got good reviews, I want to see it in theaters and pay for it." Or you can go, "Oh, this has shit reviews. I'm just gonna wait for it to come out and watch it on my own."
Oh, really?
But just like watch movies if they interest you. Don't just go like, "Oh, this is interesting. Oh, the reviews say it sucks. It sucks. I'm not watching it." It's like, you don't. Maybe it's the best movie you've ever seen. Maybe not. Just fucking watch it. I've seen so many movies with bad reviews that I just like, I don't agree with the reviews. I'm like, okay, this doesn't.
Yeah,
name one. A lot of people dislike Captain Marvel, for instance. I thought Captain Marvel was good. I liked it. I liked the movie. What did the reviews say? What are you looking at?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I liked Captain Marvel. I thought it was fun. I thought it was entertaining. I liked the character. I like Brie Larson. A lot of people on the internet hate Brie Larson.
Brie, like the cheese?
I don't know why people are what they have against Brie Larson. I like her. She's a great actress.
You just made that joke, right? I'm gonna do it.
What?
At Brie Larson. Brie, like the cheese?
yeah, tweet that at her. See what happens.
I will.
See what happens, man. See what happens. But yeah, I liked Captain Marvel. And my brother, he really liked Venom. I thought it was okay. And a lot of people just hate the Venom movie. I thought it was alright.
I hate it. What?
Yeah, that's right. And then, like, you know, the best way to know this is, like, you know, disagreeing with your friends, for instance. Because I have a friend in school that didn't really like the new Luca movie that Pixar gave out. And he said that it was he said that it was unoriginal and just, like, uninspired, and, like, he said it was predictable, basically. And I said that doesn't make a bad movie. I think, you know, if a movie is predictable, I think they're doing something right most of the time.
Wrong?
If a movie, it depends though. Because a movie, if a movie is too unpredictable and confusing, that movie fucking sucks. I did like the fucking Prometheus film, for instance. But a movie that's, like, predictable, I'd rather take that over a movie that's, like, confusing and just, like, the plot holes are everywhere and it doesn't make any sense. And I really like the art and animation in Luca is amazing. I love the characters. I love the voice acting. And it's just like, it's a family film that I think I've seen it twice now. I think this is one of my top 5 favorite, like, Pixar films now. I really fucking liked it.
Damn, that's a high mark.
And my friend was like, he basically said that he hated it because it was predictable, and I was like, what the fuck? Of course it's gonna be predictable because it's every fucking movie has been made. What are you talking about? There are no original.
My movie's not like that, guys. Wait, stop making movies.
The thing with filmmaking nowadays is that every idea has been made, and the only thing you can do now is put your own spin on it.
No,
that's about
not
it.
The one that I'm making. Mine is cracking into the nonsense, the blobs, the bleeps, structure. That's not what my movie has.
I'm throwing it out the window.
But it has meta structure, okay? You better.
Okay.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, I'm peeling my eyes right now. Got the cheese grater, peeling it out.
That's in the movie. That's gonna be a scene in the movie.
No way.
And it doesn't make any sense in the movie, but the meta structure, the meta plot, it's gonna be like, oh, it's like, it's clearly a. I'm not gonna. I don't want to spoil, okay?
Yeah, all right. Don't spoil your film. I see how it is. But yeah, then again with movies and just like with video games and everything for me, I'm really optimistic most of the time, and I try to look at the good sides of everything.
I don't agree with you there. I've heard you say some pretty nasty things.
I try when I see a movie or when I watch like a TV show or play a game or something like that. I always try and be optimistic, and if I can't, then that's just on me. For instance, the first Fallout game. That's the thing that I started playing because I wanted to try it, and I didn't fucking like it, and I was like, oh, this is ass. And then Walsiger was like, oh yeah, you didn't even play the full game, and then he started.
I chose you. I'm more optimistic.
And he really liked it. So it's just it really varies for me. Things that I like, I usually, I don't know. I try and like as much as I can so that I'm never disappointed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I try. I really do.
I've got a series of paper here that disprove that statement here.
Okay, yeah? Like what? I hate the Suicide Squad movie, the first one. The one that
2018, January 2nd, blah, blah, blah. You hate the Suicide Squad movie?
2018? Didn't it come out in 2016?
Yeah, but in 2018, you finally confirmed your opinion. Anyways,
yeah, I hid my opinion for 2 years. I was like, I won't say it.
What were you doing again?
Yeah, you were looking at all the things. And,
I was looking at you. I was looking at the hit list.
My resume.
Yeah, it's pretty sizable here. All I have to say is, I think you got the job.
Thank you. When do I start working? Oh, my cat's here.
Yeah, that's part of the procedure.
Okay, he's coming to pick me up. Well, I gotta go then. My cat's here. He's picking me up. Bye, everybody. Bye. See you next time.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna game on.
That's my house. Oh!